Dear guests, dear Mr. Pliberschek, dear MIG team, I welcome you to the part of the presentation regarding BIM. My name is Özkan Arslan. I am the head of BIM and I was involved in the development of the BIM solutions at Gealanu. This new technology will change or is changing already the construction industry. In my presentation, I will show which superior solutions for windows and doors we have developed for architects and planners. After the presentation, I will stay with you for further questions and I hope you enjoy the presentation.
First of all, the question is, what is BIM and why do we need it? Let's look into the history of planning a building. On this picture, you see on a timeline, starting with 1980, the number of yearly realized projects, independent of the color. One circle means one project. And those circles filled have been actually planned on a drawing board. And you can see that starting from 2000 onwards, most of the projects were realized by CAD. And before, it was the drawing board and 2D CAD systems. So between 1990 and 1998. And 2005, it was started to combine the 2D CAD with 3D data. And afterwards, after 2008, most of the projects were actually realized on the basis of BIM. 2021, with large offices or architect offices, they use basically only BIM. And the smaller planning offices which use this planning method is growing every day. So this chart shows how an older technology, drawing board, was replaced completely by a modern way of digitalized version. And just that brings us to the question, what is BIM? It stands for Building Information Modeling. And that means that any kind of building information is digitally modeled, combined, and collected. And by this, it is represented as a digital model. In addition, we have the method of linked planning. Execution operation is done via BIM CAD software. And transfer to our window sector, we talk about a digital twin. In order to map the building model digitally, the twins are represented in the BMI CAD software. That means door and windows are shown and show also geometric data like measurements, profile, class, and as well alphanumerical data. That's the U value or material. And in order to handle all this data and information, you need a BMI-enabled software. This software is mainly used by architects and planning offices, and also by producers who actually support architects with their own BIM data. And this is why we look into this BIM-enabled software and also solutions of Gealanu. The three largest BIM-enabled software is Revit, ArchiCAD, Allplan. Revit belongs to Autodesk, a company. It's international represented and kind of catches up here in Germany. ArchiCAD and Allplan is part of a German company, are used mainly in Germany and also in Eastern European countries like Hungary. And we as Gealanu, for these kind of BIM CAD programs, softwares, have developed the following solutions for planner and architects. This is a table which I came up with, which shows you the Gealanu solution. The first column shows the CAD format. Second column shows whether Gealanu offers a solution, and the third column shows which kind of aids, so to speak, which kind of BIM data is produced in terms of windows and doors. And in the large column, you see the source where you can download this kind of solution. For Revit, Gealanu offers a solution. It is a plug-in solution. Plug-in means it's a file which you can download and install on your PC. And this solution can be downloaded on our BIM website, and you see that Revit and ArchiCAD, they have an asterisk, and you will see after the next slide a short video. For our for people interested in this program, we have a website where you can see all the information available for these solutions by Gealanu. You see also the website where you can download Revit. The additional module is used as plug-in, and with the other two as an add-on. You can download them cost-free and install. And next to this, on this website, we have tutorial videos which accompany you when you want to download this kind of solution, and also shows you up to the production of the windows. And now I would like to show you a video. Right. The video is already running. You see a 3D building model generated in Revit. After the installation of our plugin, we are in the CAD environment. So we can call up the menu, and I just clicked the windows, and this were Windows by Revit, and via the plugin I have an interface to the planning software and can adjust and configure the windows according to my requirements, whether I need ventilation, additional profiles, and all right, also I have a profile. I can choose different kind of glazing. They are in our library, or I can also come up with my own library, which I can use as well. And here I add a color and say my white window should have the color I've chosen. I click, and later this model I transfer to Revit, and you see here the automatically calculated U value, and is then transferred to the Revit building model. So the old windows, which were replaced by the new windows, S9000 if it cut in tilt turn function, and here we can also determine the mounting of the window. I can actually choose sills. I can also choose joints, inclination, and many other parameters. And these were programmed. You take over these changes, and now I've configured the windows as I want to have them in the building. Now the next example, via plugin, as an example, the profile system S9000 changed by the Gealanu Cubus system, and I want to have S9000 MD and change it over to Cubus. I confirm, And then I can also select the profile, the right profile, and confirm it, and transfer this change to the building model via the plugin. Now the S9000 is replaced by Kubus, and you don't see the sash model, and by this 3D view you can see it from all sides. And our highlight is shown here is the so-called free design, and that means that everybody is enabled to come up with their own design of a window. Here you have different profiles, vertical, horizontal, coupling profiles, and here we have a window element consisting of 9 elements altogether. I confirmed the changes, and I could select the center field and select a so-called turn tilt window. And I could change color, I could change sill, all kind of different changes could be done. And then again, I put another profile here and transfer this model to Revit. The plugin creates the 3D model, and now I can, with a mouse, transfer it to the right position. You usually do it in the blueprint, and for visibility reasons, I have done it at the 3D view because you can see it more easily. And the fascinating is that I now have a window element which I can build like this and integrate it and transfer to this model without losing any information and so on. And by the many variations of profiles, we have a load of combination possibilities which I can generate with the plugin. At the last example, we show Architect. We have an add-on, and again, the user, architect or planner using that software can design a video as shown in the video. I just shortened it a bit. I can insert the window here. You can actually go into more details. You can handle that in Revit as well. And what is really nice to use, we succeeded in showing things very realistic, and in the age of VR and augmented reality plays a major role. So let's go back to my presentation. On the next slides, we are going to show how you create a project in the Planning Software 2.0 and make it available to the parties involved. So if you registered for the Planning Software 2.0, you see the following. You can choose the menu item projects, and that means that you have a project defined with windows and doors, and we just call it project. Following steps shows how a project could look like. For example, you have a project in Hamburg, office building. Windows and doors can be designed and introduced into the project. Like you see here, with the position number, number of units, description, they are automatically listed up. Now the speciality here is that this project with doors and windows that you easily can send this via the mail or whether the planning software 2.0 to the planning office. So you can already pre-configure the windows and doors you want. So the architect can easily, via drag and drop, add it to the model, to the building model. As mentioned, the window producing companies don't need a separate BIM software. The planning office just needs the plug-in of Revit or the add-on of ArchiCAD so that you can use it. Now, just the opposite works as well. That means that an architect or planner via the project structure configurates in a CAD-enabled program the windows and doors and makes it available to you via mail or via the planning software. You could actually change certain values, send it back to the architect for further processing. Now, the vision is that after the BIM planning, the prices are available to the architects or planners. This has been a request by the architect and planners, which we could see in several BIM competitions. There are some product producers which have realized something like this. They are not from the window producing sector, but they do exist. And we are working at the fact that our customers can actually transfer the data from the planning software 2.0 to their planners and architects to facilitate the preparation of an offer or quotation. And that brings me to nearly to the end of my presentation. We actually participated in some of the BIM competitions. We just wanted to know whether our solutions meet the requirements of the market. And we were really pleased that we, by an independent jury, have received awards. So 2018, we were among the 7 best out of 1,200 BIM BIM object providers. In November 2019, we were third in the best BIM data offering. And what we are really proud of is that 1 year later, November 2020, with this architect Heinz, we have received, that's called Architects Darling Awards, received the first rank. And it shows that we actually hit the bullseye with our offering, with our data offering. Despite that, we will drive the development forward. And that brings me to the end of my presentation.